pesky flies.
Okay, we're going to get started here in this room. I want to thank everybody very much for joining us. Just as a reminder, we are here to talk about big data. If you are more interested in cloud services is in the room next door. And we will not be leaving this room after this session is over. So there will be, after the session is over, everybody from that room is going to come into this room, and that is where we will be announcing the awards, not only the awards that the judges have given out, but the awards that you, the attendees, have been voting on throughout the day through text messaging. So we are here to talk about big data. I don't know, I still get the question. I'm sure everybody in this room knows what big data is, but I didn't even realize I was somebody who had to worry about it until really thought about the type of web operations that we as a media company are running, and the number of events and the data that's being generated off of those events that's being created. There is more data than we know what to do with or make sense out of. And at the end of the day, when I hear big data, I don't want somebody to define it for me. I want somebody to kind of just roll it up, give me the dashboard I need so that I can make sense of that and make very nimble, quick, agile business decisions about what to do next. So we have a collection of presenting companies here today who in very many ways help other companies do that, help their customers do that. And I want to first start off by introducing the judges for our big data session. Subbu Balakrishnan, he is with AQA. And then we have Vitaly Gordon with LivePerson. Next one, Rand Fitzpatrick with OkCupid Labs, SF, and Paul Payton with Visa. You guys haven't had a chance to really talk a little bit about what it is you do, so I'm going to ask you real quickly to kind of briefly explain what you do, and then answer the question of whether or not you'd be willing to do business or not with new companies, especially startups.
Absolutely. Subbu Balakrishnan, Director of Technology for AKQA. AKQA is a large, independent, about 1,000-person digital marketing firm, globally based in San Francisco with global offices. The reason we're here is advertising is changing from messaging and just communications to digital engagement. At the end of the day, we build tools and toys. We help promote our brand and business performance. And using data to drive decision-making, data to drive strategic decisions, creative decisions, feature compromises, campaign performance is really what's of interest. AKQA is absolutely interested in working with technologies and technology providers for ideas and innovation.
Okay, Vitaly?
Hi, I'm Vitaly Gordon. I'm a data scientist at LivePerson.
I'm going to move that a little bit closer to
Yeah.
you so we can hear you.
Basically, we do chat. When I joined the company 18 months ago, we were about a $300 million company. Today, we're roughly one Instagram kind of size.
One Instagram.
Yeah, and definitely about working with startups. Since I'm a very hands-on guy, I'm always looking for a company that can make my life easier.
Okay. Rand?
So I run product and tech for the SF division of OkCupid Labs. OkCupid was purchased by IAC at the beginning of last year, and we're encouraged to spin out a bunch of new companies or products where we could take concepts of algorithmic matching, classification, and discovery into new product domains, including but also outside of dating. So we're building a whole bunch of new products and a whole bunch of new tech stack for classification recommendation and productizing that. Anytime we can work with companies or vendors that make that easier or faster for us, that's just going to make our lives better.
Okay. Paul?
Right. I'm Paul Payton. I'm Chief Systems Engineer in the Chief Technology Office of Visa. I'm sure you know what Visa is. You can look in your wallets. I come to Visa from nearly 3 decades of work at Lockheed Martin, where I did a lot of data exploitation of cartographic and intelligence data, and I can't tell you anything more, otherwise we'd have to let the Halon out. So you can imagine the type of data that I've dealt with at Lockheed Martin. It has geospatial, temporal, all sorts of nice little attributes. The data at Visa isn't quite as sexy yet. It will be with the mobile explosion that's coming. We're going to have geolocation information for every point of sale. So that's my background. Do we do business with new companies? You better believe it. We do proof of concepts all the time. I've got several going on right now. The real challenge is dealing with intellectual property, getting the research collaboration agreements and NDAs in place.
Okay, thank you very much. So we have 4 judges very well qualified for our big data session here, and we also have 4 presenting companies. The first of them, a company that we had very recently on Information Week's Valley View, our live show, Chartio, Dave Fowler. So you're up first. Come on, Dave. Oh, by the way, before you start his clock, just one quick thing. We have a small